been so busy lately that I haven't had a lot of time to do the things that I love to do, like mow the lawn and make videos. I'm fairly happy with the lawn. I've got a couple of burn spots over there from some polycarbonate that I was putting on this greenhouse over here. So you can see that greenhouse right there. I built that, bought a kit, drove to Ohio and picked it up. And the side walls or the end walls have polycarbonate on them. Polycarbonate was in there, and I pulled it out and put it on the lawn right there to cut it. And like I said, it was right there, piece right there, and a piece right there. So it was there for about 30 hours or so. And the sun just shined right through there and baked it. So I decided to just burn it down. After spraying it like what, twice, I decided, why not just burn it for fun, you know? I saw Pete do it. It's like, oh, that looks fun. So that's what I'm doing. Need one of those big weed burners, the big propane tank. I mean, I've lit it like so many times, I'm not really worried about it getting out of control because it just ends at the street and then there's nowhere else for it to go. It's going decently, but it doesn't, I mean, it's not burning crazy out of control. I just thought it would like go super fast and just burn really fast. And it's just really not doing that. Oh, look at this guy. He's doing some stretches over there. See him? It's like, oh, I do some lunges. I mean, he's definitely got it going on better than I do. I mean, it's fun to say this or that, but it's definitely smarter than I am. I sprayed it on, today's Monday, I sprayed it on Saturday the 3rd. There's still a few green places inside the lawn. And those are the hardest parts to kill, and those were the ones that I want gone the very most. Yeah, it's fun. It's just kind of cool. Like, I mean, I don't have to burn it, but I need to get rid of all of the brown part anyways, either with a mower. I mean, it's really only about 3/4 of an inch to begin with. There's just not a lot of material to burn. I mean, I'm hoping that the wind will burn that whole section right there, but I have my doubts that it really will happen. So that guy that was exercising, he said that he thought that the fireworks the other night came and scorched her. He's like, well, I was glad to see it was intentional. Lots of looky-loos right about now. That's for sure. Like, what is he doing? Why does that lawn look like that? I was mowing the lawn earlier over here on this side with the triplex, and I ran it right there. I ran the triplex right here, one quick swipe, and that's why this section looks different. That was black right there. That's both a good and a bad thing, that they won't grow or it won't burn anymore. Good, because I don't want to burn my house down, burn up the neighborhood. Bad, because I wasn't able to burn it all. Stuff I hated the very most is the stuff that's the hardest to kill. And it's not dying very quickly. I decided to get the reel mower out there and kind of shave off this black stuff. So I'm shaving it down to a 1/2 inch, and then I'm gonna do the scarifier, which will be the turf rake or power rake or whatever you want to call it. But look, that was black. It looked like that. So rotary reel. It's crazy, I tell you. It's crazy. I'm hoping I get all of the POA dead this time. I'm waiting like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So I just finished using the cylinder reel mower, the Toro Greens Masters 1600. Oh, I love that mower. And pretty much all the black is gone. It's weird to just kind of crust it off. I do know that I've got some more time to wait because I still see green underneath all of this. Especially. So it's been several days since I sprayed last night actually, and then I think I've done 3 applications, but I'm gonna scalp it down with the cylinder reel mower. I did try burning it again, and that was pretty much unsuccessful. Frost killed all my dahlias. It was a sad, sad day. So sad. But I'm hoping they're gonna come back, and they may get flowers. So I'm doing 0.35. So that's 0.35. That's pretty low. That's probably the lowest I've ever cut before. So when I'm out here working, I hear people going, "Whoa, that lawn looks dead." Well, it is. So what did he do to this lawn? It was so awesome before, and it was so awesome, but you know, there's a time and a place for everything. And now is not the time nor the place for that old nasty lawn. Like, who is this guy? Why would he do that? It was so nice before. Well, that's what she said, but. So it looks really good. It's really sharp still. This is gonna kill it. It's really sharp. It's perfectly adjusted. So this is really gonna do a number on the turf. I think it's gonna really scalp it down. I'm really worried that this is going to damage my blades. The sand will get all in there. So I'm using the bagger, and we're going to see what happens here. That didn't cut off anything, so I think I may have adjusted this in the wrong direction. So 0.35. It just felt weird. It was like nothing was cutting. And it turns out I just raised the height of cut instead of lowered it. So now it's really gonna shave. That is so ultra satisfying. Look at that. It's just shaving it down. That is freaking amazing. Oh, I wish I could cut that low all the time. So look, like 3 passes. So I did like 3 passes and it's like halfway full. Lots of rocks in there. So I'm really worried about the rocks getting on my reel, and these street sweepers come by here and they sweep it. Hey, what's up? Spot. Yeah, I know. This is impressive. This is freaking awesome. This is amazing. See that cut line? Ooh, it's freaking fantastic. Cutting off a lot is just really satisfying. Brown lawn, not so much satisfying. But scalping, oh, now I know how those Bermuda guys feel. So I've been watering the lawn like crazy because I'm trying to get it to grow, cut, grow, kill, grow, kill. So that Jimmy Lewis, he just stopped by. He's on his way to go get dinner. And he's like, hey, here's a hat for you. I was like, oh, thanks. So One of my favorite things about mowing is the feel. It feels good to be walking the lawn, going for it. I pretty well scalped her down. Look at this. This is just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Nice, beautiful green grass. And then that. It's really kind of embarrassing because people have been coming around saying, what did you do to your lawn? Oh my gosh, is that stripes? You can still see the stripes. There, there, there. That is freaking wild. That is wild how you can still see the stripes. Like, look at this kind of crap here. See this? This is what I gotta remedy. See? See all this garbage? This is 0.2. Wow, that is deep. It's freaking short, but it just feels like it's still hanging on. It still feels like it's hanging on. So I'm looking for green spots. That looks green. It's hard for me to see exactly where the green is because I am red-green colorblind and I don't see colors like everybody else does. So that looks green there. I can't really tell, but so this is the kind of stuff right here that it's just got to go. That it has to die. It can't handle these seed stalks. It's a major scalp jog, but I'm thinking you guys with the Bermuda and you're scalping, it's not so bad. So it's really weird to see the lawn like this, but it's been a fun journey. And here's the deal. The fun in the lawn is all in the journey. They're like, oh, well, you've been working on this for 10 years. Shouldn't you, 5 years, shouldn't you have the most perfect lawn? Yeah, maybe. But the fun for me is totally in the journey. This is enjoyable to me. I hope it works this time. Last renovation I did in 2019, it was a disaster because I didn't do all these extra steps. I didn't wait to fallow. I didn't wait to put the seed down. I just killed it, seeded it, and then it didn't kill everything. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to get somebody with a trained eye out here to look for green and to see. Oh, look at that Bronco. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Bronco. Bronco baby. Ford Bronco. O.J. Simpson. Who remembers exactly where they were when the verdict was read? I do. I was in driver's ed. I was a sophomore in high school, and I was in driver's ed class, and they had TVs in every class, and they were like, yes, we're gonna read the verdict, let's turn it on. And I was like, okay. And then it was just, I didn't know that it was shocking until it actually went down. But so look at this here. See these? Those are thistles. Look how big they are. Okay, big old thistles. And see how big? Those used to be right here. I remember when I moved in and built this place, there's huge thistles right here. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching my videos, and I will see you in the next one. So I hear this loud sound, and I'm like, what the crap's going on here?
I got a video.
I thought it was my semi coming in.
No, yeah.
What the freak is going on here? Why? Why would they do that? It's freaking weird, dude. That's freaking weird, dude. Why? Why? In a neighborhood.